Hey gamers, how's it going? It's your guy here, Caleb, and today's video is going to be an 11 Dawnbreaker run through, obviously through the perspective of a Deathstalker assassination rogue. We'll go into the talents real quick. So it's your standard Mythic Plus build. You have Indiscriminate Carnage, so you're able to spread your garrotes and your ruptures as quick as possible out of stealth onto these packs of mobs. Your Sudden Demise to help you with that execute damage and to recoup any bleed damage that you might have lost if a mob dies too quick. And of course your Improved Garrote and your Shrouding Suffocation to improve your garrote damage, also give you extra combo points out of stealth. And of course Iron Wire for that silence utility when you are garroting. Sometimes I find myself vanishing garrote AoE silencing mobs just to help out with the CC crowd control. And of course Blackjack, which is a very cool utility that we have that AoE blind now. So you blind mobs and 6 seconds after they do 30% reduced damage and healing, which is actually very helpful. Your standard Deathstalker, right? Put the 3 Deathstalker marks on your priority target by ambushing from stealth, and of course doing either max combo points or an anima charge combo point to reapply that Deathstalker's mark once you have the Darkest Night buff. So let's get into it. Alright, so we have a pretty juicy pack here. So we're going to go in stealth, we're going to find a prio target, apply our ambush, we're going to spread both our garrotes and our ruptures. So I didn't realize I didn't have slice and dice up for this pull, but that's okay, we'll get it next time. You want to slice and dice though. Get your Crimson Tempest up and then just start blowing your cooldowns into your prio target, making sure you're mutilating it to have that caustic spatter activated.
Is trying to steal the flagship. Secure the decks. We need to gain control of the ship.
So we did Bloodlust this pack because it's actually pretty dangerous, and we wanted to get our Bloodlust on cooldown. It is a fortified week, and these mobs are pretty spicy, so we definitely wanted to take advantage of Bloodlust. So I didn't have Vanish up, nor was I a Night Elf at this point, but you can Shadow Melt or Vanish the Tormenting Rays here.
Nerubians, they've webbed the Dawnbreaker. Defeat them to break it free. They've got us surrounded. You'll need to use those mounts of yours to fly to them.
One thing that has been keeping me alive in these dungeons is the Feint button. Feint reduces damage you take from AoE abilities by 40%, even more if you're talented into elusiveness. I'm not specifically in this key, I am still cheat death, but it's a good thing to keep in mind when you have AoE abilities coming your way, and it helps your healer out a bit.
Head to the next ship and defeat the crew.
A stone to call forth the darkness.
Only one more ship and the Dawnbreaker is ours again.
So I know that the boss is next, but these packs are pretty juicy, and it is fortified and tyrannical on 10s and above, so I decided to blow all my cooldowns here. One thing in practice that I've learned in Mythic Plus is that you don't want to keep your cooldowns just hanging around waiting for an opportune time for them to use them. If a boss is coming, yeah, that's great. They'll come up in the middle of the boss fight. Just send them. It will up your average damage done in the key overall.
We have learned to embrace the dark. Be not afraid. Let it embrace.
So here we go into the first boss. I posted the rotation for a single target. Obviously stealth ambush. You want to get your bleeds up. Slice and dice, which won't be needed for the next patch because it'll be automatically applied with the cut to the chase passive. Also fan a knife for the clear the witness, echoing reprimand, healing venom, go right into your cooldowns. Obviously I didn't have my cooldowns death mark for this, but I did have Kingsbane and Shiv. So you just want to go ahead and go into that, and just the next minute around you'll be able to pair all of the cooldowns together. Also I didn't have Vanish as well. You definitely want to Vanish and Garrote another time, especially during death mark, so you can apply the double improved Garrote buff onto the target. For some reason I thought we were going into intermission phase, so I mounted up there real quick. I was a little confused, but I quickly realized, then went right back into it, getting the interrupt.
Do you see it? A stone to call forth the darkness.
Night be unending. Feel night.
The fuck?
Oh, shall be shadow.
Been waiting for this bitch to. She faked me out.
She's lost control of her magic. Get out of there.
This fight is pretty simple mechanically, right? You just want to avoid the beams that are rotating around the room. Try to bait the crushing shadow circle things as much as possible, and of course mount up and escape her when you can, and obviously interrupt as much as you can.
Feel night's embrace. Let night be unending.
Ah!
Do you see it? A
The shadows bless you. Into the dark.
So I get a little cut off here, but thank God we're rogues and we can shadow step, so that was a saver. Lifesaver rather.
Feel night's embrace. An eternal night. She's lost control of her magic. Get out of there.
So our tank leads us to the back way here, and we start to clear these mobs. It is kind of dangerous where you do land in this dungeon, so you want to make sure that you have a clear path where you're landing so you don't pick up any extra adds and make the fights harder than they need to be.
see it? A stone. Do you see it? A stone to call forth the dark.
Come on.
So you see I faint here to reduce some AoE damage to help our healer out, because these guys are pretty dangerous.
Fuck.
Do you see it? A stone to call forth the darkness.
Where are you going, Viz? Okay.
I was just asking where our tank was starting to head when he did get the fear circle, to make sure that we had opportune space to clear it.
Abyssal Blast.
So as you can see, those abyssal blasts really hurt, so
Next, but I think he has Eat Magic or whatever the fuck.
you definitely want to keep a cooldown, personal cooldown. For rogues, we obviously we have Cloak of Shadows. We also have Evasion,
Evasion.
which I say right there, which reduces the magic damage we take with the new Deathstalker talents.
Back.
They tried to defile our faith. Instead, you have weakened their commander. Ashes! There's a lieutenant in my house! Kill it!
Once again, this is another dangerous pack here with the mini boss, so we did Bloodlust to clear this. Full send on cooldowns and everything to make sure that we get this down as stress-free as possible.
I Evasion.
Once again, we're using Feint to reduce the AoE damage we take.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Luckily, my daughter.
I am not backseat Healy.
You You've weakened the commander and cleansed my home. Thank you.
Yes. That's still a talent.
They've taken the inn as a foothold, and a lieutenant leads them.
I don't have. Tell me I haven't raised him up.
To call forth the darkness.
Of course, if you are chosen for the Dark Orb there, you want to send it clear away from your group, because the closer it detonates, the more damage your group takes.
We've weakened the Nerubians' foothold on the town and their...
Alright, and these next group of mobs are particularly dangerous just because there's so many casters and there's so many things you need to kick and CC. So you want to make sure that you're prio kicking and CCing as much as possible just to reduce the damage done, because it can get out of hand with a bunch of chain casting.
Yeah.
Do you see it? A stone to call forth the darkness.
I thought you meant Dominican Republic. Trapper? Something like that? I forgot. Oh, intimidation?
Do you see it? A stone to call forth the darkness.
This is straight chain casting.
I still have power
Alright, once again, here you have the opener, and same thing with the mini-boss. You want to point the orbs away from the group as far as possible, and you also want to get out of that fear circle that is put on your tank. You want to feint here to reduce AoE damage you're taking. You also want to DPS down the adds, just so they are not beating on your tank. Pretty simple fight. Just need to avoid the orb. If you do touch the orb or the perimeters of it, you will get a nasty dot, so be prepared for that.
I didn't know it was coming. I cloaked too. What? Okay, blind. Orbs coming. We would have been best friends in high school.
You saved Merrill,
Big X and Papa Rooster was about to
the
be.
shadowy lot from the city.
Yes.
Wait, no! They've sent a force back up and retaken the Dawnbreaker!
So here's another great opportunity to use Shadow Meld or Vanish. You know, Shadow Meld if you're a Night Elf. I recently just switched to Night Elf just so I can have another get out of jail free card for those types of abilities on these dangerous packs.
Usher. He's here with Little John.
AoE blind. So I use an AoE blind there just to kind of reduce the damage the mobs are doing for a little bit. It helped a little bit. They were more towards the way of being dead. Well, like I am dead now, but that was my first death of the key. I don't blame anyone, like I said. Keep it positive, right?
Fucking do that.
By the light of the flame! What is that fresh horror?
I am perfection.
And for Rasha'nan, the final boss, you just want to make sure that you're picking up the barrels and throwing them back at him you want to faint to help with the AoE poison damage. And you want to make sure you clear the way of these little webs here and take your green line if you have to the correct side. You know, we're throwing cooldowns as they come, and it's a pretty simple fight. So here's where we would faint. And I know most people might know this already, but you don't have to chase Rasha'nan around the arena. You can actually grab a couple of orbs and go straight to the middle of town there.
Drive them from Halloween. This darkness is deadly. The Lamplighter's blessing will keep you safe.
As you can see, we're just here waiting patiently for Rasha'nan to get back. And of course, for the second phase, you want to take the webs out of the way of the group. You know, as a melee, usually towards the sides. Once again, you're taking the green line to correct
out of the platform. Gotcha.
Correct line.
Drop.
We were taking these out of the platform, so.
Do you see it? A stone.
Oh, yeah.
The darkness.
Stop!
Do you see? Drop. Drop.
Stop! Die, overcrawler.
Targeted.
Venom.
Do you see? A stone to call drop. Targeted.
Ah.
Recover strength.
And we did it. If you like what you saw, you like the content, please hit that follow button, subscribe, comment, let me know what else I can improve. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch the video, and enjoy the rest of your time.
You've done it, champion.
All right, peace.
You've broken the unholy alliance between the Order of Night and Aj Kahet.